Welcome to Anzic's Meet the Expert podcast series, that is Intensive Talk. In this podcast series, we meet with experts around the globe to discuss various issues pertinent to intensive care. Hi, my name is Swapnil. I work as an intensivist in Sydney, and today it's my honor and privilege to welcome one of the stalwarts of intensive care, Professor Luciano Gattinoni from Germany. Now, this name doesn't need any introduction. As we all know, he's a father of mechanical ventilation, and he's the one who introduced the concept of baby lung to the entire world. And now, in this midst of COVID-19 pandemic, he did another scientific breakthrough by inventing two different phenotypes in COVID-19. So, first of all, welcome, Prof. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So, thanks for spending your valuable time. And I'd like to start by asking your thoughts on COVID-19 pandemic, and why do you think there are so many people are dying with this disease?
So let's start from one consideration. So in this panorama, first consideration, the mortality of this patient in intensive care goes from 5 to 10% up to 95%, and is not a syndrome. So there is not the excuse the population is heterogeneous, you put together as in sepsis or RDS. It's a syndrome. We have a small ball with some red points, which is the coronavirus. It's the same with small mutation for baby, but not such as to justify this observation. That means that the treatment play a substantial role in the course of this disease. There are hypoxemic below 100, or many are PF below 100, criteria of RDS, even at 5 of PIP. Do these patients have bilateral infiltrates? Of course, you take X-rays and you have a bilateral infiltrates. And that's it. The Berlin definition is there, is severe RDS. Severe RDS, IP, proposition, etc., etc. But let's see, the old Asbaugh and Petty, who describe the RDS, they say, okay, the RDS is hypoxemia, bilateral infiltrates, stiff lung, heavy lung at the autopsy. We don't have the autopsy at the beginning, but with a CT scan, you can measure the lung weight. And we found that many of these patients do have a lung weight which is a little bit higher, but not so much compared to the normal. So it's not very heavy lung. But more important, about 50% of these patients come at the observation, even in intensive care, when arrived to intensive care, with a lung compliance of 50, 60, 70, up to 80. Of course, you have a distribution. 50% come down, so they are more like ARDS, severe life. So why? The disease is the same. We have to understand what's happened in. So you put together this picture. I start to breathe more. We know why and when. And then the shift is when I start to have some edema, we start to increase. We start with some shortness of breath until the frank dyspnea. Is a continuum. We call L just as a form of communication. No? The patient, when come, he has low VQ, low elastance, that means high compliance. He have low lung weight, low infiltrates, and so on, is the patient in this stage of the disease. And this patient may stop at this stage. So we have, through this state, L and H, which is a rapid form of communication, we have, of course, the natural evolution. And this evolution is due to two things, or to the self-inflicted lung injury, plus the natural cause of the disease.
I think that's a big lesson that we learned from you, that don't treat this patient as ARDS. There's a lot of confusion about the recommendation of steroid, because Society of Critical Care Medicine from America recommended to use steroid, and I think ESICM also endorsed those findings. And do you really believe that we should use steroid for COVID-19 patients for improving the lung situation?
Well, I repeat, the expert recommendations are quite funny because nobody is expert. Expert means I had experience of. So I prefer to speak about the thing I know, not a thing. I have my personal opinion, but it's just an opinion.
Just last final thoughts, Prof. What's your advice or recommendations for the intensive care community who are at the front line of dealing with this COVID-19 pandemic?
I would say, have a strict observation of the patient, look at the inspiratory effort, be patient, and not try to accelerate the thing, and try to look at the reality with the new eyes.